Hello, and welcome to the Unit Leader Update for Monday, June the 8th. My name is Chris Mahaffey. I have the honor of being the Scout Executive here in the Mid-America Council. Here are a list of items we're going to talk about today in the Unit Leader Update, and we're going to try to keep it brief because there's an awful lot that will end up being in the description below in the way of links. Let's start with scouting at home. This week we have a number of merit badges that we are offering, and thanks to all of our great merit badge counselors that continue to step up and offer these merit badges to our scouting family free of charge. We are going to continue that as long as we've got great volunteers and staff members that are willing to do that. Also, don't forget this week starts the virtual day camp here in the metro area. If you'd like to join, it's not too late, but it would be too late in order to get the program packet that goes along with it. But you can always join in on the activities. So make sure to check out all of our information on scouting at home in the links below. The Senior Scout Spotlight that we've been doing now for the last 4 or 5 weeks has been a huge success. Thanks to all those families that have shared their Senior Scout information and a brief write-up so that we can highlight those scouts. Make sure to watch in the weeks to come. We're going to do a compilation video of all of those scouts in the Mid-American Council that submitted a great picture and a write-up, and we are going to continue to do that in the years to come because of the great success we've had. But the Eagle Scout Award is something that we want to make sure we continue to highlight. And you don't have to be a senior to be an Eagle Scout. So what we'd love from you, our scouting family, is for you to share pictures and a brief write-up about the Eagle Scout project that has just been completed in your troop, whether it's for your son or for a scout in your unit. Make sure to check out the information below and send us that information so we can highlight those Eagle Scout projects in every one of our counties that we serve here in the Mid-American Council, so we can continue to tell the good work of what scouting is doing in each one of our communities. Thanks for participating in that. Over the last several weeks, I've received specific questions about no school, no scouts. And I'd like to take just a minute and talk about that. Obviously, as our communities continue to open up, no school, no scouts no longer really is pertinent. But what is pertinent are the local health directives in each one of our states. There are no numbers that we can find in the state of Iowa or the state of Nebraska limiting the group size, but there are here in Nebraska. So what I'm going to ask is each one of our unit leaders look at your local community, your local county, even the local town that you're in, and see what health directives are in place. We need to return to scouting in a way that we are familiar with. It is good for the mental health of our youth as well as for our adults to be scouting in the way that we know we should be. We want to see Scoutmaster conferences happening in person. We want to see local boards of review in each troop happening in person. We want to hear of patrols meeting together in the appropriate group size, getting ready for the summer camp opportunity they're about to undertake. We want to see dens getting together and doing summertime activities because that's what scouts do. So I would ask that each one of our unit leaders, again, look at your local health directives and make the appropriate decisions that are good for your unit. And let's get back to scouting the way that we know we really should. So to repeat, no school, no scouts is no longer in place. Several weeks ago, I mentioned social media and what an important part it will play in our fall recruiting. We had several questions come back from scout troops asking, can we have youth involved in that? And there's nothing wrong with that as long as we have adults that are helping monitor the situation. But let me narrow this for you. We really need Cub Scout packs to put together really good Facebook pages because they're going to be critical in the fall recruiting that we're going to be able to do. The days of being able to go in to recruit in school and pass out flyers, we are anticipating not being able to do that this fall. So social media is going to play a huge part in getting the message out to families in your local neighborhoods in order for us to be able to recruit new families to come and join Scouts. So Cub Scout packs, we are formulating a plan. Go ahead and identify that mom or dad that likes social media. Get that Cub Scout Pack social media page set up and get ready to help us recruit kids this fall. In that same vein, we know that scouting probably is not going to look the same in our local elementary schools this fall, and I want to challenge you, our Cub Scout leaders, to start looking for a new place to meet this fall outside of your local elementary school. If, in fact, we're not going to be able to have outside groups in schools when school starts, that really limits Cub Scout packs on when they can meet and where. Let's be proactive and be prepared as scouts, and let's find a church or a civic organization that's in the neighborhood that will allow us to temporarily meet until schools allow us to get back into the cafetoriums or the libraries or wherever we're meeting in schools to hold scout meetings. Thanks so much for helping us be prepared, and your local DE is there to help you in this particular matter. We're not wanting to move charters, we're wanting to find a temporary location to meet. Thanks for being proactive. Spencer, Christine, and Sarah did a great job last week giving us a summer camp update. Thanks to that team, but also thanks to the countless volunteers that are behind the scenes helping pull information together, having conversations so that we can make sure we're doing everything possible to keep kids safe this summer at camp. It's important to remember every family has to look at their risk tolerance for camp this summer. Just because Spencer and I feel like it's safe for us to send our kids to camp this summer doesn't mean that every family is going to feel that way. There is risk associated in everything that we do in scouting and in our everyday life. And for those families that don't feel that summer camp is appropriate for their families this summer, there's a link below in the description for the refund form so they can fill the refund form out and get their money back for their summer camp deposits they've already paid. The rest of camp fees are due next Monday, the 15th. And today you're going to get an email from Christine about the merit badge offerings we're going to have, so you can make sure you alter those schedules and get kids signed up in the appropriate merit badges. We look forward to seeing those that want to come to camp at camp this summer in just a few short weeks, and we will have another update next Monday from camp as our health directive hopefully continue to open, so we understand more about what camp is going to look like this summer. Thanks so much for taking just a few minutes to watch this Unit Leader Update. Please make sure to like and to follow us on Facebook as well as on our YouTube channel, and make sure you hit the notification and subscribe to the YouTube channel for additional videos that we put out. Also, make sure to share this with your families in your local unit so they have the information as well. If there are questions that we did not answer this week that you want answered, make sure to use the email address mac@scouting.org. That's M-A-C at scouting.org, so we can get those questions answered for you in a timely manner. Thanks for what you do to make scouting possible. We'll see you along the scouting trail.